man, and we're back with another NBA 2K24 gameplay reaction video. We have Joe Knows today, so we will be taking a look at the video here in a second. So I'm gonna go ahead and kick it off. Let's see what Joe Knows is talking about, and make sure you go subscribe to his channel as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, the moment we have all been waiting for. Well, we're really waiting for September 1st, because that's when we can talk about the builder, and that's what probably everyone on this channel cares about.
Exactly. I'm ready to see the builder. I didn't even know the dates, so I'm assuming it's September the 1st. That's what he said. So September the 1st, they can show the builder, I guess, and we will be waiting for that, for real, for real.
At least we can talk about gameplay and some Thatch stuff, and it can kind of link to the builder, and y'all are going to see, but we got a ton of stuff to go over in this video. NBA 2K24 real gameplay. We're going to be going over everything from new adrenaline to ankle breakers and dribbling, defense, new power badges, strength, everything that everybody's...
He giving a full breakdown, like for real, for real. Like he's breaking everything down. So this is a real in-depth review, and we're going to try to watch some of it. We're not going to watch the whole video. It is 53 minutes long, so of course we're not going to watch the whole video. So we're just going to probably skip. If he talk too long right here, we're going to skip to the good part.
Debating on Twitter, dunk meter, layup meter, the new throw-out dribble animations, the mid-range and post-game, three-point hunting, and the new settings available on NBA 2K24. I'm not messing around. Drop a like on this video. 25,000 likes.
Man, he want to talk about everything, man. Oh my goodness. Okay.
This video, man, let's start 2K24 off with a bang. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I was in that community today. Everybody was over there socializing and doing all this stuff, and I was locked in for y'all. I was locked in. I got 10 videos lined up for y'all over the course of the next few days. I'm gonna put them on the screen right now. You're gonna see we're covering every single...
He got a lot to talk about, man. So he got a couple of days before September the 1st. Well, 2 days, today and tomorrow, before September the 1st. So I don't know if he can get 10 videos in unless he's just going to be dropping a bunch of videos. So I probably need to skip to... He talking a lot.
And then we have, of course, this video right here, NBA 2K24.
Come on, Joe. Get to it, man. Get to it, bro.
Subscribe, make sure you sub up. Turn on the noties, because we
Come
got
on
10
now.
videos rolling out over the course
Come on
of the
now.
next few
We a
days.
minute in?
Let's get into this NBA 2K24
Come on, cuz.
gameplay.
All right, here we go. New adrenaline system. All
Let's
right.
talk about the new adrenaline system, alright? So as you can see, I'm spamming size ups and escapes and behind the backs and all this stuff. I don't lose any adrenaline until...
Notice he said when he doing the size up, he don't lose any adrenaline. Like, that's what a lot of the people that like to dribble want to see. So there you go right there. And mind you now, this is career. Okay, so take it for what it is.
I drive in the... What's the...
Ain't no way. Boy, 2K with the ads. Let me skip that.
And the body contact gets initiated with the defender, right? But it's not as
Whew.
simple as that. There's a lot more to it, okay? So now, check this out. An explosive behind the back, momentum's, not losing adrenaline on any of that stuff, okay?
So he's sitting there doing his little dribble moves, and he is not losing adrenaline. And as you can see, speed booster popped up. So that's a new badge that we haven't seen. So that badge did pop up.
23 dribbling system is way different in terms of when you lose adrenaline. But as you can see here, I drive with Kobe. I lose an adrenaline right there, right? I lost that.
Okay, so once he bumped into the defender, that's when he actually lost an adrenaline bar. So that's a good thing, man. I was telling my homie DP about that, man. As long as we can bump the person that's dribbling the ball and slow them down, I'm fine with that, okay?
Bar of adrenaline when I drove into the defender, but now check it out.
As y'all can see, Hyperdrive is still in the game.
I do the same drive from the other side. Look at, I don't lose any adrenaline. Why is that? Bulldozer on silver pops up. So these strength and power badges not only help you get, like, watch. See that little stiff arm animation to throw the defender, right?
Ooh, boy, that strength means something, boy. That strength is important this year, especially for the slashes out there, people that's going to the rim.
Throw the defender to the side. I also keep my adrenaline on this play, and I'm assuming it's because of that animation. It's almost like if you win that physical matchup with your opponent, not only do you obviously get into a better position on the court to potentially score or create points, But it looks like here sometimes you'll even save your adrenaline bars, okay?
That's very important, man. You got to take notes when you watching these videos because they're giving out valuable information that everybody can use that play NBA 2K24. It's very, very important to getting better at the game and learning what you can and can't do with certain builds. Because if you're going out there and you don't really know what you are doing and you're not paying attention to the badges that you activate, you're not paying attention to the movement and what happens when you do the movement, then you're gonna set yourself up for failure. So you have to pay attention to things like this because this is very, very important information right here.
Something to know, but let's take a different look at this, right? So not only that bulldozer badge, there's also a badge that Kobe has called physical handles, and I'm thinking maybe that ties into it as well, right?
Pay attention. Physical handles. That's a new one. So that may help you out when it comes to, I didn't even look at the description of the badge, but that physical handles may help them out.
Almost an identical drive from the left and the right, but on the right I get that stiff arm animation and I keep my adrenaline, okay? But let's look at this from another angle. Okay, this is a different play here. You see I have 2 adrenaline bars. I get the blow-by animation. Bulldozer pops up in the top right corner, but I still lost in adrenaline, right? Let me show y'all.
And stuff is going to be tricky, man, with these badges and what they do. Like, it's going to be tricky. You really have to pay attention to this stuff because it's going to be important. Like, it really is.
Wind it back, right? I started this play after this replay. I know it's a little... I wanted to do it in this format where I could just kind of freely talk to you guys and give it more of like a person-to-person explanation because I could go into more detail for y'all so that when you do end up creating your builds, take this stuff into account, deciding what you want to do, okay? But, as I was saying, I have 2 adrenaline bars, right? Bulldozer pops up just like on the last play I showed you, but I still lost. Look, I'm going up and I only got 1 adrenaline now. So even though Bulldozer pops up, you see over here in the top right corner, apparently Bulldozer activated, but I still lost an adrenaline. So I'm not exactly sure what constitutes as like losing adrenaline and not in terms of these
Yeah, that's something we're going to have to figure out, man. We're going to have to figure out what actually causes you to lose that adrenaline bar because it's going to be important for the people that's going to the rim. So we have to know that because it's important, because a lot of slashers, they want to know, you know what I'm saying? So I understand.
physical badges, but obviously you guys saw in the last one I didn't lose it. This one I did lose it, so I'm not positive, but that's just something I noticed in terms of trying to figure out how everything works, all right? Just looking at the Kobe's badges here, I mean, he has a ton of badges, right? He has a ton of things that are going to help him in terms of keeping those winning those physical matchups, right? I don't know if you guys saw, he has...
It seemed like it's all about physicality, man. You have to have some strength on these builds this year. Okay, I'm going to say that again because I did a reaction to Uncle Demi's YouTube video about NBA 2K24 and he was talking about the same thing. You have to have that strength on your builds. Okay, so please listen to these guys when they talk about 2K and what you need and don't need because they know firsthand on what you need and don't need. Okay, so they kind of have an advantage over the people that like myself that can't play the game early and get all the inside information. So what they say is important.
Driver on gold, right? You guys probably saw these in the courtside report. He has blow by on gold. We already saw he has bulldozer on silver, physical handles on gold. So maybe some of these other badges are things that come into play in terms of whether you keep or lose that adrenaline as you drive into your opponent. Okay. Also, obviously, getting those animations to try to animations that we would consider clamp breaker animations, as they told us, are split into these badges.
So what he's saying right there is the clamp breaker animation, which was just a badge on 23, is split into other badges. So it's not just a clamp breaker badge. You got other things that equal up to the clamp breaker, which is good because it's spaced out. You have to have this, and this. But last year, 2K23, it was one badge that kind of gave you all of those animations. So that's something different that they did put in the game.
As you can see, these badges are tied into strength. So that is a big thing we're going to talk about in a little bit.
I don't see the requirements, but basically what he's saying, they tied into strength. what is it? Blow by, and things like that. Let's see. Blow by improves the player's ability to cleanly get past defenders with easy blow by on the perimeter. Okay.
In order to unlock those badges, you need strength, but does strength actually come into play in terms of the actual gameplay? Like, that's something we fell for last year with the bully badge. We're going to talk more about that when we talk about the new power badges. But I just wanted to show you right here the stuff that Kobe has and how it's affecting the gameplay you're watching. All right, let's look at a couple more plays here in terms of adrenaline loss. So it's not just when you're getting
So the whole point of this part of the video is about the adrenaline, okay? So I may just review this part, and then for the next part, I'll come and do a separate video because this video is already long. So we're going to wrap this up here in a second.
Look, I'm fighting for this, like, crab dribble here against Devin Booker, and I kept 3 adrenaline bars the entire time, right? Like, he's bumping me here, he's bumping me. I'm, like, getting some bump here, trying to get a crab on him in the mid-range. I'm getting, like, a low crab dribble, snatch back. I still have 3 adrenaline bars the whole time. So it's not like any physical contact makes you lose adrenaline.
See, I was thinking any physical contact will make you lose the bars, but apparently not, because Devin Booker is kind of bumping into Damian Lillard right there, and he's not losing any of the bars. So maybe it's when you go into the basket that it actually happens. See, I was thinking like the 94 feet badge and stuff like that will start to affect you, but somebody already had said that you don't lose the bars on the other end of the court. So I guess it's when you go into the goal that you actually lose the adrenaline bar.
So it is very situational, and it seems like it's mainly when you are driving into that opponent and your body and
I said that same thing.
There's not just a body up, but like a not a I guess a full speed body up where like 2 forces are colliding. That's
right. Yeah, so that's important right there. So I'm going to go ahead and end it right there, man, and we'll come back because the video is long as hell. We'll come back and we'll do the next part of the video, but right here he was just talking about the adrenaline, so we're going to end it right there. Make sure you go over there and subscribe to his channel, man. Love those that love you, and I'm out of here like last year, y'all. Ciao!